Crestview Angus, your source for premium, locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
You have to be tough to be the world's #1 selling farm tractor. Mahindra tractors have a tough, heavy-duty steel frame, so they can lift fallen trees and everything else thrown our way. And you're tough, too. You maintain roads and mend fences and give your neighbors a hand and still make it to church on Sunday. Now that stuff sounds like we have a lot in common. Mahindra, the official tractor of tough.
Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly, professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today. Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050. WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the introduction, Lynn. We are live inside Woodard Gymnasium on the campus of Model High School. It is Model Basketball Night on the radio and the live stream. I'm Matt Davis alongside Ian Griffin. And the last time we were in this building, it was a packed house. It was a raucous environment. It was crazy, and it was a lot of fun. And I think we're going to have some good matchups tonight. Looking forward to some round ball on a Friday night.
Yeah, indeed. It was electrifying last Friday. We'll see if we can keep that bar this week. Some good teams playing tonight.
No question about it. Let's talk a little bit about it. The Model Lady Devils hosting the Heard County Lady Braves. So yet again, another top 10 matchup according to the AJC rankings going into this one. And it is a rematch of a game that took place earlier in the season in which Model won on the road by 2 points. 46-44 was the final score in that game. So this is one of those ones, Ian, that we fully expect could go down to the final shot.
Yeah, it's going to be a back-and-forth matchup, and, there's a nice little moniker next to Model that they haven't had yet so far this season that makes them an even bigger target, wouldn't you say?
There's no question about that. To your point, Model is 16-3 on the regular season. However, they have not lost a region game this year at 8-0, so definitely that puts a target on your back, no question about that. They've won 6 games in a row. Meanwhile, on the other side, Heard County, well, their only region loss was that 2-point loss to Model early in the year, and guess what? They've reeled off 12 wins in a row, so they got a tremendous amount of momentum coming into this game, and so a lot of confidence on this team. But one of the things they have to contend with here is the Model crowd. So hopefully the fans will continue to, stroll into the stadium and get ready for this basketball game and create that special Model environment and atmosphere that we've been talking about in the pregame, and we'll have a fun night.
Well, it's cold outside, but it's going to be hot in here, and this is the place to be on a Friday night.
Indeed it is, and we got plenty to talk about. We've got about 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go until we get ready for the start of this game. So we're going to be starting right about on time today. So we're going to go ahead and take our first break, a 3-minute break down the line. Then we'll continue to talk over the matchup. The Model Lady Devils, the Heard County Lady Braves, and it's coming up right here on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media. We're back in 3.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today. Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today. Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050. WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
WLAQ Radio, glad to have you with us. Model Lady Devils and the Heard County Lady Braves. Well, we got a big-time Region 6 Class A Division I battle coming up here in just a little bit. You've got the number 1 and number 2 team out of the region facing off, and just a pivotal matchup. And we're glad to bring it to you live here, whether you're watching on the live stream or listening on the radio. Coverage provided by Northwest Georgia Media and WLAQ, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. And we'll just go ahead and dive back into the matchup that we have for you today. We mentioned to you, Model comes into it 16-3, riding a 6-game win streak, 8-0 in region play. Meanwhile, you have the 15-2, 5-1 Heard County Lady Braves coming to town. As far as the numbers are concerned, you know, Ian, we talk about this every broadcast. It almost sounds like a broken record, but if you're the Model Lady Devils, you really shine on that defensive side of the floor. That is where it all begins. They're only giving up 34 points a game. Yeah.
This is a roster that allows Coach Eccles to really cycle just about every player that you have in and out of the game. They come in, play high pressure, on-ball defense. They can pick you up, play full court, or they can sit back and shut you down in the half court. So those adjustments will be made as the game goes on. But never hurts to get out of the gate with hot shooting either. So I'm sure that they'll be hoping that the shots are falling early, but if not, Model has always been able to rely on their defense.
No question about it. One of the things that really makes this Heard County Lady Braves team shine is how much they're able to generate offense. They're averaging about 57 points a game, real athletic team. They have a lot of speed that you have to contend with, things of that nature. Plus, they do play pretty good defense as well. They're giving up about 39 points a game, so not quite as stout as what we've seen from Model so far. And I should mention to you this as well. I was looking at the rankings from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that came out earlier in the week. And right now, Model in Class A Division I girls is ranked number 1 in the state. Meanwhile, this Heard County team at 15-2 is ranked number 8. So yet again, we have another top 10 matchups. Good basketball getting played around the area.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But that number 1 puts a bigger target on your back too. So I'm sure that the Heard County Lady Braves are hungry to come into Model territory and see if they can steal a win. They're going to get their best effort.
Last game for each team. We'll go ahead and let you know that earlier in the week on Wednesday, Model picked up a close win over one of the better girls teams in the region. That's Bremen, 35-30 in a low-scoring game. They were able to come out with a good defensive performance and come away with the victory there on the road. Meanwhile, on the road, Heard County was earlier in the week and beat Southwest Atlanta Christian. And you want to talk about a big win. They won 69-66. Right now, Southwest Atlanta Christian is 15-1. They are number 6 in Class 3A to A private. So that was a big win that they picked up last Saturday. Of course, you had bad weather situations around the state this week. Didn't really affect this area, but it did affect some games around the state. And so that's one of the reasons that you saw such a lull in action for this Heard County team. They have not played since last Saturday.
Yeah, all the snow went south of us and wreaked havoc. But like I said, it's going to be warm in Woodard Gymnasium tonight, and we're gonna see a barn burner to open this thing up.
Of course, anytime I hear, and we were talking about the win that Heard County girls picked up over Southwest Atlanta Christian, we'll talk about their boys as well, but whenever I think of Southwest Atlanta Christian, I think of one name, Dwight Howard. That's where he played his high school basketball. I think at one point in time, in addition to being in law enforcement, I think his dad was also the athletic director over there. But there was a game where when Dwight Howard played at Southwest Atlanta Christian, there was a tournament game that got played at Floyd College, and my dad was there and got to see Dwight Howard play high school basketball, a man amongst boys during that time.
Yeah, just an absolute freak of nature as far as his athleticism and size. Went on to a great career in the NBA. Too bad the Hawks didn't get him a little earlier in his career.
I know. That was one of those things. I remember when he ended up with the Hawks. I was a little bit naive about that. I thought that might be a good situation, but it didn't turn out to be. It was unfortunate.
As things do in Atlanta.
No question. Well, folks, we're glad you're with us. We're going to take another break here in our pregame. We've got about 5 minutes and 40 seconds until we start our first game. Again, it's the Model Lady Devils and the Heard County Lady Braves. And the nightcap, of course, we'll have the boys teams, Model and Heard County. That should be another fun matchup as well. We're glad you're with us. This is Northwest Georgia Media and WLAQ, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
You look exhausted. Dude, my to-do list got the best of me. I finally sharpened the blade, trimmed the yard, raked the leaves, and then I mowed.
Yeah, me too.
Get out. You're not even breaking a sweat.
I know. My grasshopper trimmed around the yard, power backed the leaves, and then mowed. I did all of it without leaving my seat.
I gotta get a grasshopper.
Finish fall cleanup and be ready for winter with a grasshopper mower.
Here we go again.
Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly, professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today. WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service. Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050. Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Hey, we welcome you back to live coverage of Model basketball from inside Woodard Gymnasium. As we get closer to game time, we got about 2 minutes left of the warm-up period here. Then we'll give you the national anthem starting lineups and we'll get things rolling. But while we got a moment here, we do want to take an opportunity to recognize the crew involved in the broadcast. Again, live coverage provided by Northwest Georgia Media and WLAQ, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. PA announcer in-house tonight's Grayson Atkins. Cameras, Clay Hardiker and Bennett Abernathy. Replay tonight handled by Caleb Bice. Director is Nathan Patterson, and play-by-play courtesy of WLAQ. I'm Matt Davis alongside Ian Griffin back at the studio tonight at the Athlete's Foot of Mount Alto. Lynn Butler is there handling the controls there at the radio station. We appreciate that. What's up next on the slate of games for Model after tonight? Well, on Tuesday, they're going to go to Haralson County for some region battles at 6 and 7:30. On Thursday, non-region contest up at Sonoraville. That makes up some games that were snowed out a week or so ago. And just a note about the girls game, the Snorville girls are 17-2 and ranked number 6 by the AJC in AA. So that's a big-time matchup that's coming up non-region-wise next week. And those games are really important. Games like this, obviously because region, big matchups, and then games like that in non-region because, well, we're getting towards that, next part of the season where you get into region tournaments and then the state tournament if you can get yourself into that position. And that's when those big matchups really pay dividends when you get towards the end of the season.
Yeah, nice opportunity to go on the road and really test the salt of your team, and that'll be a big game.
No doubt about it. Next broadcast after tonight will be next Friday, January 31st, against Pepperell girls at 7 and boys at 8:30 for those. And if you like to tune into WLAQ for Georgia Tech men's basketball on the radio, typically we'd be relayed to you now the game that they have on a Saturday, but they got a pretty big gap this week between their victory this past week against Virginia Tech. I guess that was last night, or was it the night before? I don't remember. It was earlier this week.
Yeah.
But they will not play this weekend. Their next game is going to be on the road at Notre Dame, Fighting Irish on Tuesday. Tip-off at 9 o'clock, airtime 8:30 from that one on the Georgia Tech Radio Network. So we got a lot of hoops for you on WLAQ here this time of year, which we're excited about.
Well, it's that time of year. Just great hoops across the board.
Well, folks, it is time to turn our attention to the national anthem. And then, as I mentioned to you, we're going to have your starting lineup, so we'll get things going. Here's the national anthem. Our national anthem, and now we'll give you the starting lineups and we'll get things rolling inside Woodard Gymnasium. Again, glad you're with us tonight for the broadcast of Model Basketball, whether you're listening on the radio on WLAQ or watching on the live stream. However you're with us tonight, we welcome you in. Let's give you the starting lineup for the visiting Heard County Lady Braves. We'll start with number 1, T.T. Lewis, a 5'6" sophomore. Also number 3, Emma Beers. She is a sophomore. Number 5, Emma Lawson, a 5'5" sophomore. Number 11, Isaiah Kendall. She's a 5'9" freshman. And rounding out the starting lineup here tonight for Heard County, number 22, S.K. Evans, a 5'8" senior. Their head coach is Rusty Evans. Last year, they were 18-9, had a Sweet 16 finish. So they've had a good basketball team in recent years. Now for your Model Lady Devils playing on their home court tonight, we're going to start with number 1, Cam Sanders, a 6-foot freshman. Also number 14, Javius Samples, a 5'5" junior. Number 15, Sasha Wood, a 5'5" junior. Number 21, August Betts, about a 6-foot senior. I wrote down the wrong height there for her for sure. Number 23, Eva Pointer, a 5'9" junior. And, of course, the head coach of your Model Lady Devils, somebody that needs no introduction to anybody watching this tonight, Sally Eccles, legendary basketball coach here at Model. Has had a tremendous amount of success over the years. And I was reflecting on some of that today because, Ian, back several years ago, these two teams have a little bit of history, but Model played Heard County in the playoffs at the end of the 2021-2022 season, and it was a memorable game. They lost the game 41-35, but I really look at that game as a turning point here for a lot of the young players that are now seniors on this team, and they'd had a couple of years where they missed the playoffs. after a run where they'd made it to the semifinals 3 years in a row. Crop of players graduated, and it was time to get things kind of rebuilt a little bit. And that year they lost in the playoffs, but in that game you really felt some things click into place. And the couple of years after that, they made it to the Sweet 16. So I really look at that as an important game in this team's history. We'll talk more about that later. But Model wins the tip. We're underway. Cam Sanders has the ball, and Model's going to open up with possession wearing their white home uniforms with blue letters and numbers and red trim. They're going to fire it underneath to Pointer right off the gate. Misses the point-blank shot. Goes in to get her own rebound, and we have a jump ball.
Possession arrow to Heard County. A good look there from Pointer. Just couldn't get it to fall.
So Heard County in their black road uniforms with gray letters and numbers will drive in on the possession and score and get fouled. That was Kendall. What a great drive to the basket, Ian.
Yeah, finished with the left hand there, too. Took the contact, got the finish. Chance to get the and one.
So Kendall at the free throw line, the 5'9" freshman, gets the first points on the board here for Heard County. And we're just underway. The shot's on the way. Rattles off the top of the rim. Betts is able to keep it in bounds. Sasha Wood going to bring it up the floor here for Model. She trots up the floor with it across the M. Now drives off to the right wing side. Gets it to Javia Samples. Samples going to drive into the lane. Scoop shot's going to be missed. Rebound goes to Pointer. Gets it back out to Betts. Now off to the left wing side. Great ball movement for Model on that sequence. Samples feeds it back up top to Wood. To Sanders in the corner, drives baseline, and that goes out of bounds. It's coming back to Heard.
Yeah, they didn't call the foul there as Sanders was driving and lost control of the ball going the other way.
All right, set to send things in motion is going to be T.T. Lewis. She fires it in. Going to be some pressure here. Nearly stolen away. It is. Pointer got her hands in there. Sanders came out with it. Drives in off the glass. Rattles off the rim. Hung there for a second, but missed the shot. But Ian, she got the contact.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Cam Sanders has just been a heck of an addition to this team. A freshman that stepped right into the starting lineup and just has a natural ability to find a way to get at the basket.
No question about it. Sanders at the free throw line with an opportunity to get the first point on the board here for Model. First shot is going to rattle off the back of the rim, and she'll get ready for her second after some encouragement there from Betts and Pointer. So Sanders with one more shot coming up. Model trails 2-0. We played about a minute of this one. We're in the first quarter. Sanders second free throw in the air, and that one's going to bang off the back of the rim as well. But Model steals it right back after the rebound attempt. Woods got the ball, drives, now is going to back up, dribbles around the M at midcourt, now goes back towards that right wing side. Oh, nearly picked off, but Samples is able to recover. Samples with the ball, feeds it to the high post, gets it to August Betts. She'll drive, kicks out. There's Pointer for long two. That's off the side of the rim. The rebound goes to her. Driving with the ball is going to be Kendall, and she gets bumped in the back, I believe, by Pointer.
Yeah, they're going to get Pointer there. She put the brakes on as Pointer was trailing and just rear-ended her there. Picked up the foul.
And so we get ready for Heard County to inbound the ball, leading this game 2-0. Only score of the game was from Kendall in the first minute of the ball game. Heard County surveys the floor, gets ready to trigger it in motion. They go baseline. It's tipped out of bounds by Pointer. Good deflection there.
Yeah, absolutely. Denied the inbound there.
So Heard set to feed it in again. And they survey the floor, trying to find the open player. Sends it right wing side, gets it to Kendall. Kendall with the ball, feeds it up top. They go right wing, head fake, goes in, feeds it back out. Kendall is going to send it around the perimeter. Now they go back up towards the top of the key. Passed out of bounds. It's coming back to Model.
A little loose there. Some good half-court defense for the Blue Devils.
August Betts surveys the floor, bounces it into Sasha Wood. Going to be trapped. And now we got a whistle.
It's a turnover because it hit the basket. The pass actually hit the rim. So it's going back.
Officials are going to have a little bit of conference here. Continuing.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that rule.
Trying to make sure they get this call right. We'll have the results of it in just a couple of moments. But it looks like Model's going to have the ball, so the Blue Devils will inbound. So August Betts waits the ball. She now has it from the official, surveys the floor. Going to be some pressure. They get it into Wood. Nearly trapped in the half court. Oh my goodness, needs some help, and that is going to be a jump ball.
It's going Model's way. But, the full court pressure giving Model some problems there.
So August Betts will again take the ball, try to get it in here for Model after the tie-up. Surveys the floor, feeds it into Wood. She tries to dribble out of it, loses the handle, but Pointer picks it up, gives it off to Javius Samples, drives in, nifty move towards the bucket, misses the shot. Sanders is there for the rebound, feeds it right back to Samples, back to Wood, open three off the back of the rim, and Ian Model having trouble getting the lid off the basket.
Yeah, that was a good look.
Shot up, that's off the front of the rim for Hurd. County on the other end. They get their own rebound, fire it out, three ball in the air. That one's off the back of the rim, and Pointer gets the long rebound.
Yeah, that one is close to going down, rattled off the back of the rim.
Sasha Wood drives. Now they give it up to Betts. Drives in, loses the handle, but takes contact and should be going to the line.
She was in the act of shooting, so that should be 2 shots for Betts.
So this is the second trip to the stripe here for Model so far. They've come up empty. We've had a lot of action in the first 2+ minutes, but not a lot of scoring.
Only 2 points.
Hurd County leads it 2-0. And Betts there with the opportunity to get the first point on the board here for Model, and she does.
The all-important front end goes down.
Indeed. So she gets ready for a second shot that would tie the ball game with 5:38 left to go in the first quarter. Against 2 really good basketball teams here in this first game. Second shot in the air. That one rattles off the front of the rim. Here's the putback after the rebound for Sanders. It's missed. And Hurd County gets the rebound.
Yeah, uncontested there on the putback, but Sanders left it short.
3 ball on the other end is missed. Sanders comes out with a rebound for Model. They'll come back the other way. Sasha Woods got the ball, starts to work around the screen, sends it left, gets it to Sanders. She's on the left wing side with it. Model working right to left. Sanders drives ahead. Now feeds it over to Wood across the court. Drives in and tries to get it over to Javius Samples, but she had cut in the opposite direction of the pass and it sailed out of bounds.
A costly turnover there. Will remain a 1-point lead for the Braves.
So we're going to see Sadie Rotten check into the game for the first time. See if I can give Model a little bit of spark here, give a breather here to August Betts. Looked like she was hobbling a little bit as she went to the bench. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Stretching out a cramp, maybe.
Long 3 on the other side. That's off the back of the iron. Tracked down, though, by Hurd County. They'll try again for 3 off the back of the rim, and the ball's out of bounds. Last touched by Hurd County.
No way. Hurd not shy about firing the 3 ball.
No, they are definitely not. This is the first time I've seen them play this year. I did not get the opportunity to go to the game down at Hurd County, but I heard it was quite a game. Sanders across the timeline. Ball's poked free and out of bounds by Emma Beers for Hurd County, so it stays with Model on their end of the floor. But right now the Blue Devils trailing by 1. A low-scoring affair through the first 3+ minutes. Sasha Wood takes it in the backcourt. Nearly has her pocket pick, and finally a whistle is blown, but
a lot of contact there.
Yeah, kind of surprised that there was not a foul, but it was just out of bounds. Wow. Letting them play.
Yes, indeed.
So S.K. Evans is set to feed it in here for Hurd County. Goes into the backcourt to T.T. Lewis. Lewis going to bring it across the midcourt stripe, being guarded by Wood. Works her way around her, feeds it back out around the perimeter. Now they'll go to the low block with it. Quick shot, and she walked.
Tried a little step back, but there were three steps.
One too many, as they say. Sadie Rotten feeds it in to Wood as Model continues to have trouble with the pressure.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul. They didn't give him a choice but to call it.
That one's on T.T. Lewis. And Sadie Rotten surveys the floor, trying to find an open player, and it's picked off. The inbound pass is, and off the glass and through after the player stole it. Kendall gets the second bucket of the game for Hurd County.
We may see a timeout from Eccles here to regroup and get ready for this press.
Absolutely. Tried to pass out at that time. pass sailed out of bounds, so Model's got to regroup, and we will too. Herd up 4-1 over Model, 3-point lead, 4:16 left first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds.
Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050.
County set to inbound the ball. They go to the back court and bring it into the front court immediately, and they kick it out right wing side, long two. That one's off the mark. Rebound taken by Sanders, and Model has the ball. They get a stop right out of the timeout. We're at the midpoint of the first quarter. Model trails by 3. 4-1's your score. Sadie Rotten for 3. This would tie it up, and that's going to be off the mark just a hair.
Good look.
Here comes Herd County the other way. Nice pass underneath. Defense gets back. Good block by Javia Samples. Herd County with the ball, nearly traveled there and then knocks down a long shot. Was that a 3?
No, this is 2.
All right, a 2-pointer. And that was Emma Beers with the shot. 6-1 the lead for Herd County. Ball stolen away on the pass. Headed towards Samples. Shot off the glass after she shakes off the defender. Kendall with another bucket. Make it 8-1, Herd County. Ooh.
And the pressure is giving Model problems still, but they break the press.
Sadie Rotten with the ball on the right wing side. Going to feed it up top to Sasha Wood. Model drives. There's Sanders off the glass. Strong move, but she misses the bucket.
And they just can't get them to fall. They're getting some good looks.
Still no field goal in the game here for Model in the first quarter of the game. Trying to get that lid off the basket. There's a block for Pointer. Coming out with it is Sanders. Now Model goes the other way. Sanders trying to get it to the rim. There was a little bit of contact, no whistle. She bangs the floor. Now you've got a Sanders who took a little time to get up. Herd County got out of control on the other end, and Sanders.
I think she's just frustrated. She's made some really good moves on the offensive side and gotten herself some great shot opportunities, but has just missed every one of them. They're not getting the bounces tonight.
She's going to take a little break here. Sadie Rotten feeds it into August Betts. Right back to Rotten. Goes to Javia Samples. They work out of the press. Now go down low. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Herd County, so Model will have the good fortune of inbounding the ball on their side of the floor after it was knocked out of bounds by Herd. So Sadie takes the ball from the official, surveys the floor, trying to find the open player. Is going to go right to August Betts. She drives, tries to roll it in, misses the shot. Herd County's got it. This could be an easy transition bucket. It's off the glass, too strong. The second shot rattles off the rim, and Model dodges a bullet as they had the rebound. And
I think they got on the foul, yeah.
Who'd they get on that? I think it was White.
I'm waiting to see the number.
Well, regardless, Model's going to inbound the ball. They're going to fire it in, stolen away off the inbound pass, shot off the glass too strong. Ball poked loose, stays with Herd County. They feed it out to the top of the key. 3 ball in the air from the left side. Misses everything, goes out of bounds, but it's kept in by Herd County. Shot off the glass too strong. And then finally it goes out of bounds on Herd. And, you know, Model on that possession had to really weather the storm.
Yeah, they did. They did. They got 5 shots off. And right now, Model just needs to continue to weather the storm in general here. Keep playing good defense.
Savannah Minshew to fire it in, gets it into Sample. She is trapped in the corner. They're going to give it over to Betts. Now back to Minshew. Model does a good job passing out of the pressure there. Excuse me. A lot of stuff happening here in this game. Another whistle.
I'm not sure what they called there. A walk, maybe?
I didn't catch it.
I didn't see a foul.
August Betts surveys the floor, looking to send it in motion. Gets it into Howard, who's on the right wing with it. Now to Samples, going to drive, and a whistle and a foul.
think that'll be on the floor. I don't think they'll give her the continuation there.
All right, so they're going to be shots after all, it looks like.
Okay.
Here for Javier Samples. So 2 shots coming up here for Samples. 1:52 left to go in the first quarter. Model trails 8-1, have not had a field goal here in the first quarter, and that was going to rattle through. And so in this situation, if they can find themselves at the free throw line, make a couple of shots, see it go through, maybe try to get a little rhythm going, because they have had a tough time getting shots to go. And like you've mentioned, Ian, they've had some good looks.
Yeah.
Second shot is going to be missed. Rebound goes to Howard, turns around, puts it up too strong, but Samples comes down with it and gets pummeled as she starts to go out of bounds. There's a little bit of contact there. Maybe not. Maybe pummeled wasn't the right word, but. Regardless, August Betts surveys the floor, is going to send it in motion, gets it over to Addie Mathis as Model tries to get in some rhythm here on offense. They get it into Betts, turns, shakes off a defender, puts it up, too strong. Rebound goes to Heard County.
Fans wanted a foul there, didn't get it.
Lady Braves with the ball around the perimeter. Right now with it is Kendall, loses it. Model nearly tracks it down, but it stays with Heard. They're underneath, shot off the glass, through. And she got the foul. That was Majesty Ware.
Yeah, just a slight reach in there. It's one of those, if you're going to foul them hard. Don't let them get that shot off.
So we get ready for Ware and a free throw coming up here. She tries to convert the three-point play, and Model's down by 8. We get ready for the shot here from Majesty. Ball in the air, a little bit flat, goes off the front of the rim. Rebound's going to go to Model. Pointer came out with it. Savannah Minshew's going to pass across center court. Mathis down low, gets it to Wells. Wells gets to the free throw line.
And if there's one thing Model's doing, it's getting to that line, and I mean 16 fouls just in this quarter for Heard County. So that's getting some of these starters in some foul trouble.
Right now, Model's 2 of 6 from the free throw line, so if they can knock down a couple of these, that'll help the cause for sure. Shot on the way, and that one is through. She'll get ready for a second. Jada Wells makes it a 10-3 ball game. This would cut it to a 6-point game. She makes this one. And a second shot on the way for Wells. That one's through. And Ian, it's like we've talked about in this first quarter, sometimes you have to weather the storm, keep it close enough. And Model's getting looks. Some of these shots fall. We're looking at a different ball game. Heard County into the lane, puts it up off the glass. And Kendall scores again. She's got 10 points.
Having himself a quarter.
10 of 12 for Heard County. Stolen away again right as they are across midcourt, but Model retains possession, puts it up and scores.
First field goal of the game.
From Eva Pointer, gets it to Wells, who, as Ian mentioned, got the first field goal of the game. Model nearly came out with it on the other end. I can't even get the score in the book here. A lot of action taking place. Ooh. Mathis with the ball, drives the lane, puts it up off the glass, misses the shot. Put back from Minshew, won't go. And the rebound up, travels.
All right. So that will stay with Model. And Mathis at the midcourt, that was a nifty little behind the back dribble she had. I was hoping she was going to hit the floater and go coast to coast.
Get ready for Betts to inbound the ball here for Model. They trail now by 6. Inbound shot missed. Second shot is good. Second field goal of the game for Jada Wells. She's got 6 points just like that.
Huge spark from Wells off the bench.
Shot on the other end, blocked. Addie Mathis comes out with it. Model's got to run. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. They've cut it to 4. Sends it to the right wing side. Pointer drives in, puts up a high arcing shot, misses it. One more chance for Model. 2 seconds, puts it up at the buzzer. 3 is off the mark. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, Model cuts it to a 4-point ball game. Heard County 12, Model 8. We're back after a 1-minute break for the second quarter.
Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly, professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today.
Well, sometimes you just need something to give you a spark. And Ian, as you pointed out there before our break, Jada Wells was the spark there on offense for this Model team. Scored a quick 6 points, and you blink your eyes, and Model is back in it. 8-point ball game, 12-8 as we start the second quarter. Heard County with the ball, and they travel. And now Model will see if they can cut it to a one-score game here.
Lady Blue Devils leaned on their defense in the first quarter, but started to see some shots fall there late.
Still that pressure here from Heard County that Model's got to contend with, but they're starting to get into a rhythm as they pass out of it. Bounce pass underneath. Bounces away from Javia Samples. Little miscommunication there, and that's a turnover for the Blue Devils.
I Betts thought Samples was going to continue to the basket. She stopped.
Fires it underneath on the other end, blocked by Sanders, who comes out with the ball. Poked free, though. Heard County steals it back. Battle for the ball on the floor, and she travels. No doubt about it.
A little slip and slide down there.
This has been a crazy first half of basketball.
Yeah. A lot. I know there weren't a lot of points in that first quarter, but the action was not lacking.
Man. And thankfully for Model, they had a burst there from Jada Wells there towards the end of the quarter. Finally got some field goals and cut it to a 4-point game where we are now. Stolen away on the pass. Coming back the other way with it is going to be Evans. Heard County with the ball. They're going to stop around the perimeter on the left wing side with it. Pass it around towards the top of the key. Dribbling with it is Lewis. Lewis feeds it back off to Evans. Drives. Now they're going to feed it left wing side. Driving the baseline. Euro steps. Misses the shot. Ricochets in the air. Sanders comes out with it. Model with the ball. They're going to work it across midcourt. Gets it to Javia Samples. Drives the lane. Block shot. And the ball is going to end up with Heard County.
Really good defense there by Heard.
Heard County brings it back the other way, leading at 12-8. Stops, pops the three-pointer off the back of the rim. Long rebound for Cam Sanders, who was in good position to get it. Now Wood drives towards the baseline, backs up, feeds it to a wide-open Samples. Thought about the three, gives it off to Sanders. Strong move off the glass and finish.
Samples passes up an open three there and gets the ball to Sanders, who needed to see one go through.
Travel on the other, nope.
Yeah,
nope.
Travel.
Okay, I thought that's what the call was.
Well. Yep.
Well, Models cut it to a 2-point game in that last bucket there from Sanders, her first of the game. They try to feed it down to Pointer, gets away from her into the hands of S.K. Evans, who brings it up the floor for Heard County going the other way. Braves with it. They drive in the lane, kick it back out, working for those perimeter shots. Three ball in the air, rattles hard off the rim. Sanders pulls down the rebound. Ball's poked free. Coming out with it is Wood. Model keeps the ball. They work it across midcourt. Samples with the ball. Feeds it right wing side. Back up top to Wood, to the high post to Betts. Over to the left wing they go to Sanders. Tries to work around a screen from Betts. Gives it off to Samples. Samples tied up. Now they work it to Wood on the right wing side. Model with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Here's Sanders. Feeds it underneath to Betts. Pops it back out to Samples. Three ball in the air off the back of the rim. And
stepped on the line as she was trying to save it.
So with 5:31 left to go in the first half, Heard County with a 12-10 lead is going to bring it up the floor here as the defense drops back there for the Model Lady Devils. Bringing up the floor is T.T. Lewis. Lewis across the midcourt stripe and across the M at midcourt. Going to send it left wing side. Gets it over to Evans. Now to a cutting player inside, and she gets fouled on her way up. Misses the shot.
Got Samples with the body. And Hurd's been on quite a scoring drought here. Yeah, thanks in large part to some really great defense from Model.
But T.T. Lewis is going to be at the stripe. This is the third trip to the stripe of the game here for Heard County, and that one's going to be through, so she gets ready for another one. This is her first trip to the stripe, personally. And that makes it a 13-10 game. First point of the second quarter here for Heard County. And like you've mentioned, not a lot of points in the first half, but tremendous amount of action between two really good basketball teams. Heard County stands at the line. One more coming up here for Lewis. Fires away, and that one's off the back of the rim. Sanders is there for the board.
Strong rebound by Sanders.
She is a force on the boards, no doubt about it. Woods got the ball, drives baseline, and that's an offensive foul. Going to have another look at that for the folks watching the video there.
Just kind of came with the leg up. Yeah, it's close. Bang, bang.
So now Heard County will feed it in, bring it up the floor. Lewis has got it, dribbles across midcourt stripe. Going to leave it off for Beers. Now back around the horn, they go to the left wing side, back up top. Going to fire the three, and that one's off the back of the rim. Ball is going to go out of bounds on Heard County.
Headed back the other way.
Addie Mathis will check into the game here for Model. Sasha Wood is going to take a breather after some good minutes here for the Model Lady Devils. Model trails at 13-10. So far, Heard County's had the lead the whole way. Here comes Addie Mathis with the ball, drives in, puts up the shot off the backboard, misses, and it's a one-and-done trip here for Model. Heard County comes away with a rebound. Now they're going to jack up the three. That's off the side of the rim. They're not having a lot of luck there from three-point land, but they continue to fire from that distance.
I think they're going to get Samples again. Yep, that's two quick ones on Samples. She'll probably take a seat.
And checking in for her, just as you say that, is going to be Samantha Betts. And we get ready for Kendall to inbound the ball here for Heard County momentarily. Surveys the floor, fires it in, and picked off.
What a block.
Sanders has got the ball, drives off to the right wing side, goes back up to Pointer, and gets fouled over in front of the Heard County bench. They're going to get Belle Emery with that one, the junior. So Model will get ready to inbound the ball between the scorers table and right in front of the Heard County bench. August Betts about to receive the ball from the official, has it, surveys the floor. She's going to send it in to Mathis on the right wing, who goes right to Sanders, high off the backboard, misses the shot, had another look, missed that one as well.
Now they're going to get Betts with a foul under the basket.
So there are 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. Heard County leads at 13-10 over Model. And Heard County's going to feed it in as Kendall's going to bring it up the floor here for the Lady Braves. Goes across the midcourt stripe, drives towards the top of the key, sends it right wing side, back to Kendall, shakes off a defender, fires it left wing. Now they work it back up top. Back around to Kendall, they fire it to the left wing, drives, little runner is blocked by Pointer.
That was a Matumbo finger-wagging kind of block right there from Pointer.
And then Betts tried to fire the pass to the other Betts on the floor, and it sailed out of bounds and comes right back to Heard County. So we get ready for S.K. Evans to feed the ball in here for Heard County. Heard County leads at 13-10. They're going to send it to the backcourt. Now they work at left wing side. Evans with it, trying to get it back up to Kendall. Picked off there by Samantha Betts. Hangs on to the ball after a little bit of a scuffle for it. August Betts down to Pointer, back up top. They work it around to Sanders, fires the three, and through, and fouled. Sanders with the rare 4-point opportunity after knocking down the three ball. And guess what? That shot tied the game. This could give Model their first lead.
Yeah, an excellent job there by Samantha Betts, one to get the handle and reset the offense there, and then some great ball movement. Sanders was able to step into that shot, to take the contact and drain the three, and she has a chance to give Model their first lead of the ball game.
Absolutely. So the 3-ball tied the game, and again, right now Sanders, if she converts this 3-point play, Model has their first lead of the game after trailing from the jump. Here comes the free throw shot. It's through. Model has the lead, 14-13. 14-13 rather. Excuse me. Got a little excited there. It happens. Heard County with the ball. Going to send it right wing side. They go inside, miss the shot. Now they're going to fire the three. That one's off the mark, high off the rim, and Sanders gets the rebound and is fouled.
We're racking up fouls really quick in this first half.
What was the biggest deficit for Model? 8?
Yeah, they were down 8.
Yeah. So Model surveys the floor. Sadie Rotten gets it into Sanders. They try to work around the pressure. Stolen away. They got it in the paint already, and she double dribbles.
Yeah. And Model been handling the press really well there for the majority of the second quarter, but
Sadie Rotten gets it into Sanders, going to pass it to Addie Mathis. They're across the center court stripe. Mathis starts to drive, goes off her leg, comes out with it. Heard County does. Now they come back the other way. They fire it up top, go left wing side, bounce pass underneath baseline, feeds it out. They're trying to get those open threes. Shot on the way and through.
That was a really confident shot there.
First time they've been able to knock down a three after probably 15 tries. Here comes Heard County after the steal off the glass. Won't fall. Another look potentially on the way. Ball loose on the floor. We got a jump ball.
Possession arrow in favor of Model.
So the Lady Devils set to fire it in. They trail now by 2 after the made 3 by S.K. Evans. And Sadie Rotten surveys the floor looking to fire it in. So Model had the lead, but for a very short period of time. Now they're going to fire it down to Addie Mathis. Nice crisp pass. They get it underneath. The Betts tries to pass it one more time. It's picked off. The passing lane was just shut down instantly. Stolen away. There's Mathis for a 2-point shot from the free throw line.
Steal and the assist for Samantha Betts. A nice finish there by Mathis on the mid-range jumper.
3-ball in the air, and it's through on the other end. Isaiah Kendall knocks down another one. That's the second made 3 of the second quarter and of the game for Heard County. It makes it 19-16 in favor of Heard. Model trying to get around the press. They do. Mathis with on the left wing side, trap. They try to send it up top to Sadie Rotten. She tries to track it down, but Heard County comes out with it, scores, and the foul. Emma Beers, after getting the bucket, has a 3-point try coming up.
Yeah, so Model takes the lead 14-13, and it has been a flurry of scoring, and Heard on a little mini run here, trying to stretch the lead back to 6 if they can get the and one.
So Beers at the free throw line here after making the bucket. They have scored 2 threes, a field goal, and a free throw here in this quarter. Talking about Heard County. Shot on the way and through. So she converts the old-fashioned 3-point play. Betts trying to bring it up the floor. Stolen away. Pass went behind her. Shot off the glass. Missed. Here's the second look. That one falls. And the second look was from Beers. And a timeout is called by Model. We'll take it with them. Heard County up by 8. 24-16 over Model with 1:54 left to go in the half. We're back in 30 seconds.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
We're back with you live inside Woodard Gymnasium, where we've seen a tremendous amount of action here in our first half of play, and it's been a game of runs, as basketball often is. And right now, Heard County leads it by 8. Model had led it by 1 point briefly in the game. Then you saw a couple of threes there and another field goal and a converted three-point play for Heard County, and they've regained an 8-point lead.
And Coach Eccles takes the timeout and gets some subs into the game. She's bringing back Jada Wells along with Sasha Wood. What's the call here?
Looks like one of the players for Heard County was trying to tie her shoes, so we'll try that again here in just a couple of moments. Savannah Minshew's going to feed it into Rotten. Right back to Minshew. Stops, gets it to Wood on the pass. They work it across the stripe and beat the press. Here comes Sasha Wood. Goes right back to the freshman Minshew. She's going to drive the low block. Sends it out to Rotten. Open three and rattles off the rim. That would have been a big shot right there. But thankfully Wood tracks down the rebound. Samantha Betts thought about the three. Hesitated. Now with the ball in her hands. Gives it to Rotten. And that's going to be a whistle. 3 seconds in the lane for the Model Lady Devils. That was a tough position there. Had a couple of good looks, kind of hesitated a little bit. But anyway, 1:28 left to go in the half. Model trails at 24-16 is your score. Heard County goes into lane, puts up the shot. That's off the mark. May get another shot off the rim. That one rattles off and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Heard County.
Model love to cut into this deficit a little bit before they go to the locker room. They fought their way all the way back to take the lead. And then a three-pointer and one allowed Heard to stretch it back out.
Jada Wells going to feed it up to Samantha Betts. Now into Sasha Wood. Fires the long shot. Bounces high off the rim. It's missed. Here's Wells with the putback. And the ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Heard County. So Sasha Wood will inbound the ball underneath Model's own basket. She surveys the floor, trying to find the open player. Is going to find Betts. They go to Minshew on the right wing, drives baseline, bounces it up top there to Sadie Rotten. 2-point shot is missed. Now Minshew's got it after the rebound. Minshew backs up, resets the offense, gives it to Wood on the left wing side. Now starts to drive, gives it off to Minshew, drives baseline and gets blocked big time there by number 11. That is Kendall.
Yeah, swatted that one. Cam Sanders back in the game.
Sadie Rotten will check out. So Model gets ready to feed the ball in, trailing by 8, 41.8 seconds left on the game clock, 12 seconds on the shot clock for Model to work with. So they got to work fast on this possession after inbounding the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wood loses the handle, fires it to Minshew, shakes off a defender, drives towards the baseline. Layup is through. What a great heads-up play. She saw it open up and took advantage of it.
The shot clock was almost expired when she shot that, too.
That cuts it to a 6-point ball game. Heard County with it into the lane, misses the shot, and Model dodges a bullet there.
They can play for the last shot.
Ball nearly poked free. Sasha Wood's got it, sends it left wing side. Samantha Betts fires the three, rolls across the rim. 8 seconds left, and Heard County gets the rebound. We're almost at halftime. Heard with the ball across the timeline, fires, and a long shot is missed. That is the end of the first half, and Model will trail by a score of 24-18 at halftime. So not the position that you want to be in, but all in all, as good as both of these teams are, to be only trailing by 6 at this point, I would consider in some respects, with the way that some of that half went, not to be too bad of a situation here if you're Model.
No, not a lead that you can't overcome in the second half. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of X's and O's discussed in both locker rooms to get ready and make some adjustments to try to go win this ball game.
Well, we got a heavyweight battle on our hands here tonight. It's the Model Lady Devils and Heard County Lady Braves. And it's 1 versus number 2. Model's number 1 in the region. Right now, Heard County is number 2. And Model picked up a victory on the road down at Heard County. And right now, Heard County trying to return the favor inside Woodard Gymnasium. But there's a long way to go. Right now, Model trails, though. Heard County 24, Model 18. We're back in 3 minutes for our halftime show.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium, locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
You have to be tough to be the world's #1 selling farm tractor. Mahindra tractors have a tough, heavy-duty steel frame, so they can lift fallen trees and everything else thrown our way. And you're tough, too. You maintain roads and mend fences and give your neighbors a hand and still make it to church on Sunday. Now that stuff sounds like we have a lot in common. Mahindra, the official tractor of tough.
Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly, professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today. Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050. WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
It's halftime inside Woodard Gymnasium of our first game of the evening. Model Lady Devils playing against Heard County Lady Braves, and right now trail at halftime by 6 points. Your score at halftime, Heard County 24, Model 18. And we're going to run down the scoring there from the first half. Model trailed for the better part of the half. There was a moment there where they had gone up 14-13, but then you had Heard County with a flurry of scoring that took back the lead, and Model's hanging tough, only trailing by 6 against a really, really good team. So we've got two great teams facing each other. Definitely the two best teams in the region, if you ask me. And right now, Model's still the only team that has not lost a region game. They'd like to keep that intact at the end of this night, because obviously, if they end up losing this game to Heard County, that leaves the region at least a little bit in question. So we'll see what happens. And I believe that this year, the team that decides who hosts the region tournament is on the girls' side. So there's a lot at stake in these games, no question about that. But a long way to go. And certainly one of the things that we've seen from this Model team over the years is they'll make some adjustments, and they're one of those teams that doesn't have a tendency to panic. No. So again, a lot of basketball to play, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
You're down 6 points, but the good news here is I don't think you can have a much worse shooting effort in a half. So I imagine the shots will start to fall for Model in the second half. They were moving the ball well, had some trouble breaking the press periodically there early in the first quarter, late in the second. It really was causing some problems. They'll get that sorted out. I think JV Samples having to leave the floor with a few fouls hurt them because she's just such a great athletic guard and can break the press. I think they've got to continue what they're doing in the first half in the half court, and those shots will start to fall.
Well, here's your scoring there from the first half of the ball game. We're going to start with the Model Lady Devils, who trailed by 6. And in terms of scoring, they picked up 2 points from Addie Mathis, 1 from Javia Samples from the free throw line, 1 from August Betts, from the free throw line, 2 for Savannah Minshew, the freshman off the bench, and then the 2 leading scorers from Model in the first half of the basketball game. Cam Sanders had 6 points, all of them in the second quarter. And then conversely, Jada Wells had 6 points, all of them in the first quarter. So you've had 2 players there that have really provided an offensive spark at different points of this game and have helped Model stay in the ball game. So credit to those 2 players and their ability to score in those different quarters of the game. Now, for the Heard County Lady Braves, they pick up 1 point from T.T. Lewis, 3 points from Emma Beers. 7 points for Emma Beers. 3 points for S.K. Evans, 2 for Majesty Ware, and the leading scorer is a freshman, and that is Isaiah Kendall. She would notch 8 points in the first quarter and then knock down a 3 in the second quarter. Leads all scorers in the game, and by a pretty decent margin there with 11 points. What a basketball player. She does not look like a freshman, does she?
No, not at all. You got 2 of those in this game with Sanders and Hurt. I mean, that's just... Yeah, both of them look like they're seniors.
Yeah, we're telling you the truth here. And, of course, if you're watching the video and you know these teams, you can certainly, pick up on that for yourself. But we got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds until we start the final half of the ball game. So we're going to step out for 2.5 minutes. Heard County 24, Model 18 back for the second half in 2.5.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP Lithium-Ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP Lithium-Ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
At Northwest Georgia Media, we're all about capturing the moments that matter to you. From sports to arts, from concerts to business events, we're equipped to share what's happening in your world, live and in high definition. We leverage cutting-edge technology and a knowledgeable crew to see that your most unforgettable events remain just that, unforgettable. Northwest Georgia Media, where the world is your audience.
Possession of the ball is Heard County, stolen away by Pointer, down to Samples, one-on-one underneath and scores. Big-time bucket right there.
Right out of the gate, Pointer forces the turnover, finds Samples, and she goes coast to coast for the layup. Here we go again.
Stolen away by Pointer, back to Samples, wide open layup, misses the shot. Oh my goodness. And a tie-up after the play. Possession arrow Model, so they're going to get the ball, but unfortunately a missed opportunity to score right there after the steal.
Yeah, it was an easy bunny there. Samples is trying to smile it off, but you know that one had to hurt. There was nobody there, and she left it short.
But Model has possession of the ball after the tie-up. Sasha Wood surveys the floor. Model trails by 4 points. They've got the ball around the perimeter. Back to Pointer, back to Samples, drives in, feeds it out to Sanders. 3 ball in the air, and Karams across the rim. And another tie-up. This time, possession arrow should be going to Heard County, and it does. Wow. It came out of the gate swinging, didn't it?
Indeed.
Heard County brings it up the floor in the hands of the freshman Kendall, who has 11 points and leads all scorers. They send it left wing side, now trying to go back up top. She drives in, feeds it off right wing side. Good ball movement from Heard County. Bounce pass underneath. A little different strategy there.
Yeah.
Stolen away by Sanders, though, and here come the Lady Devils.
Really good defense underneath by Sanders.
They get it to Pointer up top. Going to feed it right wing side. Now to a wide open Wood. 3 ball bangs high off the back of the rim. Long rebound picked up by Evans in Heard County. All right. Kendall's got the ball. Back to Evans. Fakes the 3. Sends it back up top to Kendall. Now back around to Evans. They bounce pass to the right wing side. Long 2. That one's over the rim. Rebound picked up by Samples. Samples for Model, coast to coast, drives off to the right wing side, now gives it off to Betts, drives in and tries to roll it in on the scoop shot, misses. Good attempt.
Yeah, that would have been a heck of a shot if it fallen.
Shot on the other end is missed. Rebound picked up by Sanders. I don't know, man, how many she's had, but it's a bunch.
Yeah, she's got to be closing in on 10.
Wood with the ball after the pass, going to set up the play. Here in the half court, drives around a screen from Eva Pointer. Pointer cuts towards the basket. Wood's going to send it up top to Sanders. Samples works her way around her. Now Sanders drives in, turns, shoots, misses the shot. The rebound's picked up by Betts, but she bounces it right over to Emma Lawson for Heard County. Heard County back the other way. Passing lane shut down by Wood. She flings it off the back of the backboard and out of bounds. It stays with Heard. Great effort, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And great defense these first 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. Model has really dialed it up.
So Heard County's ready to send it in motion. They send it right wing side, driving the low block, tries to shake off the defender, blocked by Betts, and it goes out of bounds on the Heard County bench.
We'll stay with Heard County, but a nice block there by August Betts.
So the Lady Braves will send it in motion. They get it to Kendall, sends it right wing side to Evans, back to Kendall. 3 ball in the air, kind of rushed her shot off the mark. Rebound picked up by Model. Here comes Sasha Wood, dribbles right wing side, back up to Sanders. Sanders is going to survey the floor, now drives back to the M at midcourt, resets the offense. Ball poked free. Kendall came out with it, coast to coast, all alone, and gets the easy layup transition bucket.
Steal and the finish.
Steal on the other end as well. Missed shot, and do we have a timeout? Yep.
Yes.
So Coach Rusty Evans calls the timeout for Heard County. Heard back to a 6-point, 26-20 lead over Model. We're back in 30 seconds.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
Evans set to fire it in for Heard County, who leads the game by 6 points. They get it to the left wing side, back to Evans after the inbound pass. Nearly poked free, but Kendall comes out with it, puts up the shot, misses. Poked out of bounds there by Sanders, trying to track down the rebound.
They actually got the Heard County player touching it last, so it'll go the other way.
I stand corrected. Sanders set to send it in motion.
I saw it the way you saw it, but
Sasha Wood's going to fire it over to Samples. She crosses midcourt stripe, drives into the lane, splits defenders. Couldn't get it quite to the rim. Picked up by Heard County. They go coast to coast. Kendall shakes off the defender, misses the point-blank shot, and Sanders comes out with yet another rebound. Samples inside to Betts, spins around, hits the deck.
Wow, they're going to call that offensive.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that.
And so are all the Model fans, as you can hear over the crowd mic. Wow.
I mean, she went for the spin move, and the defender was still moving. I don't see how they could rule that she had position, but they did.
So Heard County's going to bring it up the floor after the foul against Betts. Heard County with the ball. T.T. Lewis has got it at the top of the key. Stops. Now sends it over to the right wing to a bench player. That is Owens. Now back up top. They feed it left wing side back to T.T. She surveys the floor, sends it to Evans at the top of the key. And Heard County is going to send it to a cutting player inside. Gets blocked by Pointer. Gets the shot off eventually. And then Sanders comes out with the rebound. Oh, man. So Sanders was trying to fire it cross court to Mathis. She turned. The ball sailed over her head into the Model bench. Trying to get something to happen quick there, and it got a little bit out of control, so to speak.
Model's been pushing the ball to the basket. I'd see if they slow the tempo down and try to execute in the half court a little bit more.
Right now, Heard County with the ball. They start to drive, send it back out to the top of the key. Now they go into the lane, put up a quick jump shot, misses. Javia Samples there for the rebound, gets fouled. They're going to get number 14, Belle Emery, with that one.
Into the game comes Sadie Roughton. Wood will take a seat.
Good time for a floor check. You got Samples, Roughton, Pointer, Sanders, and then Addie Mathis is going to trigger it in motion here for the Lady Devils. Gets it to Samples. She's trapped. Going to have some help. Finds Sadie Roughton. Sadie Roughton with the ball near the top of the key. Leaves it off for Sanders. Now to Roughton. The sweet spot in the corner and through. There it is. You knew it right away.
And you could see she was just kind of floating out there unguarded. And her teammate found her and she knocks it down.
That's an area she's really comfortable shooting the ball. And
travel
on the other end, coming back to the Blue Devils. They cut it to a 3-point game. Model has only led momentarily in the game. In the second quarter, they had briefly a 14-13 lead. Otherwise, Heard County has led this wire to wire so far. Sanders takes the pass, feeds it on to Pointer. Pointer is going to drive, elects to shoot, misses the shot. Rebound picked up by Heard County. They drive, leading it by 3 off the glass, missed the shot, and Samples. What a great effort trying to get that rebound.
Yeah, in great position, and she draws the foul over the back there by Belle Emery.
Emery picks up her third foul, I believe. And we get ready for Sadie Roughton to feed it in here for Model with under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lady Devils trail by a score. It's 26-23. Pass over to Mathis, goes across center court with it, starts to drive, then backs up around the perimeter, gives it off to Samples. She'll drive, feeds it off to Sadie Roughton, started to pull the trigger, feeds it out to Sanders. Sanders now going to move towards the paint, puts it off the glass. Doesn't get the shot, but she does get the contact.
Got the foul. And that was another possession there where Roughton slipped out over into that corner and was unguarded. That's something that Coach Eccles will let her girls know. If they're going to leave her open, feed her the ball and let her shoot.
Absolutely. Sanders with 2 free throws coming up. And she puts up the first. That one's off the back of the rim. She'll get ready for a second shot here in just a moment as a sub comes back into the game as Kendall's back in. Here for Heard County, they want her on the floor at all times.
I was about to say, I don't think we'll see her on the bench too much unless the fouls keep her there.
So Sanders has got another free throw coming up here, and this would cut it to a 2-point ball game. Biggest lead of the night for Heard County's been 8. Shot on the way, it's missed. They wanted to rattle in, but it didn't. Here comes Heard County the other way. Drives baseline, kind of a wild shot there, picked up by Mathis. Mathis drives across the center court stripe and nearly lost the handle, gets it to Samples.
Oh, and a quick foul there, and that one's on Kendall. How many does she have? Do you know?
I am not 100% sure. We'll see if they flash it on the board here in just a couple of moments. I don't think she has many.
Her second. Okay.
All right, so Model set to inbound the ball. They're going to fire it to Samples in the backcourt. Samples across the midcourt stripe, sends it right wing side to Sadie Rotten. She's covered up, and the ball is stripped away. Coming out with it was Emma Beers, and Heard County forces a turnover. Oh, definitely carried the ball there.
Yeah.
Didn't get picked up by the official. Shot off the glass, missed.
Nice defense by Rotten.
Good recovery by the Model Blue Devils. Here's Samples, fires it right wing side, long two. That's missed by Mathis. Rebound picked up by Kendall. Here comes Heard County with the advantage underneath. Shot off the glass and through. And that was for T.T. Lewis. First field goal of the game for her, Ian.
Yeah, that was a good job there, too.
Here's Sanders on the other end. Stops, pops, rattles out of the rim. Another look for Pointer. Missed shot. Here comes Heard County with it, with a 5-point lead. They're going to send it right wing side. Now back up top they go. Fires it down to the low block. Back up top. Kendall got it. Drives into the lane. Tries to scoop it in. Misses the layup. And the ball is going to go out of bounds.
She stepped on the line. Yep. So that'll go back the other way.
So 1:21 left to go in the third quarter. Heard County 28, Model 23. So a 5-point deficit to overcome here for the Lady Devils. Samples takes the pass, gives it off to Mathis. Mathis with the ball, now drives, is going to try to shoot, gets blocked. Looked like Pointer was open underneath for a moment there. Here comes Heard County on the other end, driving, misses the shot. Rebound by Samples, and a whistle and a foul is going to be charged, I believe, against Heard.
Yeah. They're getting close to the bonus.
Going to get T2 Lewis with that one. And it looks like they're in the bonus. So Javia Samples will go to the free throw line.
And Model has played so well defensively and given their offense a lot of opportunities. It's just been a trend in this game. The shots just aren't falling, and really for either team.
That is very true. 28-23 your score. Model trails by 5. Samples at the free throw line goes through her routine, sends the first shot in the air, and it caroms off the rim.
Even the free throws has been a struggle across the board.
Very stressful, as you've mentioned. Lots of missed opportunities in this ball game here. And we'll see if they can cash in here on this second free throw from Samples and cut this to a 4-point ball game here with it.
And a bunch of subs into the game here with Minshew, Samantha Betts, and Wells coming into the game. Samples and Sanders remain on the floor for the Blue Devils.
Samples with one more three-foe of the pair on the way, and that one rattles off the rim. Man, they need to check the rims, I think. Heard County coming back the other way with the ball. They're going to stop at the three-point line, send it left wing side. Now back up top. They want the ball in Kendall's hands. Nearly lost it. Betts comes in, tracks it down, tips it out of bounds. And they say it's last touched by Betts, so it's going to come back to Heard County after a near steal.
It was close. Good effort by Samantha Betts.
Kendall with the ball after the inbound pass is going to work inside, kicks it out. There's the three ball and through.
Wide open and a really good looking shot there.
Fantastic shot by Emma Lawson, her first bucket of the game, and it was a biggie. Now Model trails by 8. Here is Samples on the other end for 3, caroms off the rim. Rebound picked up by Kendall, fires it underneath, shot up and through, draws the contact, has an opportunity for the and one. And that is Belle Emery with her first bucket of the game, and just like that, Model trails by the largest deficit of the game, down by 10. And it could be 11 if Belle Emery converts the three-point play here. Man, that was a tough sequence right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Emery fires the free throw. That one rattles off the rim and keeps it a 10-point game. Model needing a bucket in the worst way. Savannah Minshew's got it. Needs to close strong here off the foot of Wells. Picked up by Heard County. 13 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Model trails by 10. Don't want it to be worse. Here's the shot up and through. And it was Kendall again. 3 seconds on the clock. Time for a heave. And they don't get the shot off. And now we'll trail by the largest deficit of the game going into the final frame. Your score getting ready to go into the final quarter. Heard 35, Model 23. We're back in a minute.
They call it Mo Day.
a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
Tough ending to the third quarter for the Lady Devils. They now trail by their largest deficit of the game, down by 12. They inbound the ball and have it stolen away immediately. Heard County with the ball, putting it towards the rim, and she gets fouled. Didn't get the shot off, but she did get the contact, Ian.
And you just you sense a little bit of a dip in the morale of the Lady Devils. They're going to have to shake that off and fight back. Shots aren't falling tonight, and that is frustrating. It's hard to overcome.
2 shots coming up here for Majesty Ware. Second trip to the free throw line. She's 0 for 1 so far. First shot's on the way, and that one's through. Big free throw there for Heard County. Helps them increase the lead to 13 points. 36-23 is your score. 7:50 left to go in the ball game. One more coming up here for Majesty Ware. And that one's going to be through as well. Knocks them both down.
Yeah, really good looking free throws.
Absolutely. Model going to bring it up the floor. Going to have to work in a hurry now. They try to feed it off to Minshew. Gets behind her and out of bounds.
It's one of those nights, man. It just seems, not on the same page. A lot of opportunity. Just haven't been able to cash in.
Here comes Heard County back the other way. Model beat Heard County on the road back in December. Long shot on the way. That one is going to be off the back of the rim. Picked up, though, by Heard County, and a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to get Betts with that one. This is tough stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So, again, August Betts charged with the foul, and Majesty Ware, who just knocked down a couple of free throws moments ago, is warmed up and back at the stripe. Shots on the way, and that one is going to rattle off the rim.
Halfway down and came back out.
Yeah. So right now, Heard County leads this 37-23 is the score. One more coming up for Majesty. Shot in the air, and that one is through. So in the fourth quarter, she's 3 of 4 from the line. Those are big free throws. Stolen away by Heard. Shot off the glass. That one rattles through. Picking up that bucket was Lawson, and a timeout's going to be called by Model, as now they trail by 17 points.
Yeah, that happened in the blink of an eye.
I hesitated because I had to double check that I was correct when I said that. And we took a little bit too much time before taking the break, so we're going to keep it right here through this one. And this has been a tough start. Obviously going into the quarter, Model was already down by a score of 35-23, but you've had a 5-0 run to open up the final quarter of the ball game here for Heard County, and you've really got your back against the wall now.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a heck of a run to claw back into this one. I imagine we'll see a lot of full court pressure, and Model will continue to try to attack the basket, but the Heard defense has been pretty solid so far tonight. But you got to start chipping away. It's now or never, really, trailing by 17.
Well, if Model cannot find a way to complete an epic cut, then at that point you'll have a situation where you'll have 2 teams with only 1 loss in region play, and that's the two teams we're watching here tonight. So be looking at a tie situation at that point, depending on what happens the rest of the way. Still a couple of games left for both teams. A couple of more, I think, for Heard County, the model has. But Savannah Minshew defeated in. Still time to make something happen, but you got, like you say, you got to put together a big run here. Sanders gets fouled, hits the deck. And we get ready for Minshew to inbound the ball here for Model. Here on the near sidelines, surveys the floor, is going to send it into the backcourt, gets it to Javia Samples. She has her pocket picked nearly and then is able to retain possession. Picks it up, sends it to Minshew, drives, kicks it out, trying to get it to Sanders, out of control, and the woes continue.
Yeah, that just seems to be a night where the Lady Devils are snake bitten.
Going to feed it to the top of the free throw line. Shot is up, missed. Samples gets the rebound, going to bring it back the other way. Across the timeline she goes, trying to get something going here late in this ball game, trailing by 17. The lob underneath, trying to get it to Pointer, and it goes out of bounds on Model. Just sailed right out of bounds.
I haven't been able to get the bigs going. I mean, it was the right idea. It was a really actually a pretty good entry pass there too. Pointer just couldn't quite handle it.
So 6:37 left to go. Heard 40, Model 23 here in the girls game. Stolen away by Minshew, feeds it underneath, gets it to Samples, hangs onto the ball, gets it out to Sanders, long two, and off the side of the rim. Rebound battled for, and still Samples tracks it down. Now is going to drive towards the lane, nearly stolen away. Oh man, what a recovery. Here's Sanders off the glass. Strong move. Oh. And Ian, if you're Model here, you've got to find a way to attack inside, get yourself to the free throw line, and a couple threes wouldn't hurt either.
Oh, no, not at all.
You got to have a little bit of everything at this point, huh? So Sanders with a three-point opportunity as she knocked down a two and got fouled in the process. Shots on the way, and that one is through. Trying to take another step forward towards the comeback here in this game. Still time left in the game. I mean, don't want to talk about it like the game's over, but you'd much rather be in Heard County's position at this point with a 14-point lead and 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. But crazier things have happened.
Yes, they have.
And I'm all for watching crazy things happen in basketball games myself. Here's Heard County on the other end. Missed shot. Opportunity coming up here for Model. Sanders has got the ball. She's across the timeline with it. Drives towards the lane. Feeds it right wing. Minshew for three. That one bounces high off the rim. Rebound, though, by Model. And another opportunity from the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's the third team foul on Heard. So you remind us almost every broadcast, Matt, that when you're down, nice way to get back into the game is get to the free throw line. Stop the clock. Get the shots from the stripe.
No question. Slow the game down. Get some points with the clock stop. You got to make them, though. And here's the first shot from Wells, and that's off the back of the rim. And that's been something that's been difficult here for Model at portions of this game, is hitting the free throws. Kind of been a mixed bag there. But Wells has got one more coming up. This would cut it back to a 13-point ball game as they try to chip away, and it is through. So they've been down by as many as 17. They've cut it back to a 13-point game with still 6 minutes to go. Heard County with the ball on the right wing side. Now back up top. Dribbles up to the top of the key, fires the three, and that one's off the rim. Tracked down by Sanders with another rebound, this time of the long variety. Tries to get it underneath to Wells. It's poked out of bounds there by Heard County.
Stay with Model. T.T. Lewis was the one who knocked it out of bounds.
Sadie Rotten surveys the floor, gets it to Sanders. Now back to Minshew and three-point land. They're trying to get Rotten in the corner on the right wing side, and the pass got away from her out of bounds.
Goodness gracious.
I like the thought because she loves that corner. And again, as we said earlier, get the free throw line, have opportunities there. But if you can knock down a couple of threes, that helps you have a bigger shovel, so to speak, to dig yourself out of the hole. Heard County with the basketball. Now they're going to feed it up towards the top of the key, go right wing side. Now up to the top. Going to send it left wing. Fakes off to the left. Now goes up top. And right now, Hurd's just eating some clock here. They got 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They drive towards the free throw line. Now shake off a defender, fires the long shot, and it's through. Was she in front of the line? Was that a 3?
I think that was a 2.
I think it was a 2. I thought so. But
and they got a quick steal going back the other way, too.
And now Hurd County with a point-blank shot, misses it. Sanders gets the rebound. The lead's back to 15, by the way, after that last shot. Here comes Sanders across the timeline, gives it to Samples. Samples gives it right back to Rotten. She's covered up, dribbles up towards the top of the key, gives it over to Samples. Samples starts to drive. Nice Euro step inside and scores.
Beautiful take there by JV Samples.
42-29, shot on the other end. It'll drop, and she got fouled. And you almost, well, that was number 23, Majesty Ware, who is a good free throw shooter as well. So, (44-29), Model trails by 15 with 4:23 left to go in the fourth quarter of this one. So in a tough spot here.
Yep.
As we get ready for Majesty Ware to fire up a free throw and try to convert the three-point play. And it bounces off the back of the rim. Pointers there for the rebound. Stolen away, though. Shot off the glass and through for Belle Emery. Now Model tries to get around the pressure. Stolen away again. Fires it underneath. Driving, puts up the shot, misses it. Rebound picked up by Hurd. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and it stays with Hurd County. So Hurd County's matches their largest lead of the game. They're up by 17 for the second time here late in the game. And we're almost halfway through the final frame. Hurd County inbounds the ball. Now they'll send it right wing side, driving baseline. Nearly picked off. Here's the shot. It's through. Belle Emery made another bucket. Ball stolen away by Hurd again. This is not good. Hurd County with the ball, three ball in the air and through. Knocks it down, Emma Lawson. 51-29 your score. And a timeout is called. We're going to take it as well. Hurd County leads at 51-29, 3:35 left to go in the game. We're back in 30 seconds.
Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050.
To say it, folks, we got 3:35 left to go in the game, but I believe this last sequence here from Hurd County may have gotten a little too far away in this one.
Yeah, just not enough time to climb back into it. Model had a nice start to the quarter, but Hurd had an answer, and the press once again started causing problems. 4 quick turnovers, and Hurd converted with points off each.
So Model trots up the floor with it, trailing now 51-29, biggest lead of the game for Hurd. They nearly steal it away. Here's Samantha Betts trying to get it to Howard. It's poked out of bounds by Hurd County, so it stays with Model. All right, Samantha Betts surveys the floor, is going to go up top to Milan Howard. She's at the free throw line, leaves it off for August Betts, starts to drive in, loses the handle, picked up by Hurd County. And they get ready to dribble back the other way with it, with a 51-29 lead, a 22-point lead here late in the ball game. Hurd County with the ball at the top of the key. And now Model playing strong defense here on this possession. They're going to leave it outside. Now drive towards the free throw line. They kick it out. Now back up top. And right now Hurd going to fire the 3 ball. That one's off the back of the rim, picked up by Betts. August Betts, both Betts on the floor right now, or 2 of the Betts. Janiyah Caldwell into the game here for the first time for Model. Ball is stolen away by Heard County. One-on-one underneath, shakes off the defender and scores. That's Lawson again, who's had a big fourth quarter.
Yeah.
August Betts fires it to a cutting Sanders, who was wide open and scores.
What a feed from Betts.
53-31, 22-point lead for Heard County, and a travel on the other end. Bring it back to Model. Now this is an experience that the Model Lady Devils have not had this season.
Yeah. The first region loss.
And really the only game that's kind of gotten away from them this year, looking back at the final scores, but they'll be okay. They'll regroup and get back on track, and it's been a tough night. Here's Mathis. She drives the low block, little runner, and that one falls. Now the shots are starting to fall for him, but unfortunately we're too late in the game. Cuts it back to 20, shot off the glass and through on the other end, as the shots continue to fall on the other end as well. You got to factor that in too. Back to a 22-point lead, or Heard County. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's coming back to the Lady Braves. And so they inbound the ball, get it into Kendall, who's had 15 points. Going to fire it to the left wing side. Now they go back up top. Now they work it back around to Lawson, who's had a big fourth quarter here for this Heard County team. Ball nearly stolen away by Addie Mathis, but Heard County hangs on to the ball. They're going to drive with Kendall. Nice move towards the bucket. Misses the shot. Caroms off a couple of players, and Heard County keeps it. 3-ball in the air and through. Big bucket for T.T. Lewis. That was her first made 3 of the ball game. Here comes Addie Mathis back the other way here for Model. Ball poked free, picked up by Heard County. Heard County with the ball, trying to add a little insult to injury here. Some salt in the wounds. Here's the 3 on the other end. That one caroms over the rim. It's going to be picked up by Heard. Jump shot on the way. Rattles around the rim and off. Sadie Rotten comes out with it, and we're under a minute to go. Model with the ball, losing the handle. Got a little sloppy, lost it. And a tie-up is going to be called. Possession arrow is with Heard County.
Sure is. We're under a minute here, and see, Heard probably just dribbled this one out.
Heard County leads it by 25 points, so biggest lead of the game. Lady Braves up over the Lady Devils, 58-33. And a game that was actually a lot closer than the final score is going to indicate. This one didn't totally get away from the Lady Devils until, you know,
late third quarter. It was just an onslaught.
All right, there's the shot off the glass, missed by Howard after the steal, and another whistle. And we'll get ready for Model to inbound the basketball after the tie-up.
That's a pretty good summary of Model tonight there. Howard gets a steal, uncontested shot, and they just still can't hit it.
Now they go inside, shot up from Diamond and scores. So Zakaya Diamond into the game for the first time and gets a quick bucket. That cuts it to 58-35, 30 seconds to go, 27 seconds on the shot clock. So Heard County wants to, they can try to dribble out most of the time. Alana Penn is into the game now for Model, so you've got a bunch of subs into the game for the most part. Heard County with the ball, 17 seconds. Going to continue to dribble. They send it around to the left wing side to Kendall. Bounce pass to a cutting player underneath, misses the shot. Coming out with the rebound was Howard. Now Betts back to Howard. 3 seconds on the clock. Burns has her pocket pick, and that is the end of the ball game. Your final score, Heard County pulls away and wins the game 58-35 over the Model Lady Devils. And for the first time of the season, they have lost a region game. They fall to 16-4 overall, 8-1 in region. Meanwhile, the Heard County Lady Braves improved to 16-2 and 6-1 in region play. And now there are 2 teams with 1 loss in the region, and those 2 teams have split, Model and Heard County. Model won on the road back earlier in December, and now Heard County has picked up the victory here at Model. in the last regular season matchup between these two teams, but we may get another look at this matchup in the region tournament.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I would expect. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the end of this one. 58-35, your final score. Heard County wins it. We're back to wrap things up from our first game after a 3-minute timeout.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
You have to be tough to be the world's #1 selling farm tractor. Mahindra tractors have a tough, heavy-duty steel frame, so they can lift fallen trees and everything else thrown our way. And you're tough, too. You maintain roads and mend fences and give your neighbors a hand and still make it to church on Sunday. Now that stuff sounds like we have a lot in common. Mahindra, the official tractor of tough.
Welcome to Shannon Pharmacy, proudly serving the Shannon community since 2004. We're your small, full-service pharmacy with a big heart, offering friendly, professional service and a caring community feel. Whether you need prescriptions filled, expert advice, or health products, we're here for you. Experience the difference at Shannon Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Visit us today. Attorney Stephen Woodard is pleased to help support this broadcast. Contact Mr. Woodard for your estate planning needs at area code 706-291-7050. WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Welcome back in, everybody, to live coverage of model basketball inside Woodard Gymnasium. I'm Matt Davis alongside Ian Griffin, and now we'll give you our post-game show here and kind of wrap things up from the girls' game and get ready for the nightcap. It's going to be the Model Blue Devils and Heard County Braves coming up in just a little bit. Really looking forward to that one. Ended up being a tough night here for the Lady Devils. They had some open looks throughout the game. Unfortunately, it was just one of those nights you just couldn't get the lid off the basketball or off the basket. And you were talking during the break, the turnovers were definitely a problem as well. Yeah, I mean, the press, early in the game was giving Model fits. They figured it out there for the better part of the first half. But then as the game wore on, it kept continuing to give them problems, and it eventually led to very easy baskets for Heard County. On the other end, Model just struggled all night. Even when they would have numbers going down the floor, they'd miss a pass or couldn't hit the easy layups. And some nights it's just how it goes. And this was certainly one of those. It really was, and this is how it broke down quarter by quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Model trailed only by 4 points. Obviously, you had Heard County at the beginning of the game that went on a pretty decent run. They were up 8-1, and then Model, went with a flurry of scoring there in the first quarter from Jada Wells. She picked up quick 6 points. They brought it within 4 by the end of that quarter. By the end of the half, it was a 6-point game. Model trailed 24-18. At one point during the first half in the second quarter, Model had briefly taken a 14-13 lead.
But that was it.
That was the only time Model led in the game. Then when you got into the third quarter, you would have Heard County outscore Model 11-5 and lead it going into the final frame by a score of 35-23. And there were points there at the start of the fourth quarter that I thought we were going to have a game that might go down to the wire. But then just things fell apart for Model, and eventually you would have Heard County outscore Model in that quarter 23-12 and pulled away and won the game by a score of 58-35. And really all you can chalk it up to was obviously you had two really good teams playing, but Model just had kind of an off night.
Yeah, just couldn't get the shots to fall. And Heard, early in the game, Model's defense, Heard wasn't getting a lot of shots. They got hot from behind the arc in the second half as well. And the shots started falling, and the easy baskets off of turnovers in transition were really the big difference.
So that's about all we have to say about that one. We're going to turn our attention over to the boys' game. Again, your final score: Model Lady Devils, they lose tonight to Heard County 58-35. And we will turn the page to the boys' game. The Model Blue Devils taking on the Heard County Braves coming up in just a matter of minutes. Let's send it back to the studio for 3 minutes. We'll come back, set the stage for our second game. We'll be back in 3.